Jai Shri Ram, welcome to Astrology with Abhilasha. Today I am discussing about the sign Scorpio, and I will also tell you how a particular planet will behave in this sign. So I'll be taking up all the planets situated in Scorpio. But first of all, let's discuss about this sign. What does it actually denote in astrology? Now we all know Scorpio is a watery sign and it is a fixed sign as well, and it is being lauded by Mars. Being a fixed and watery sign, unlike Cancer, Scorpio shows stagnant, stale water. It shows a pond where water is still and it tends to become murky, which is not easily usable unless and until you take care of it, you clean it regularly. Only then it will come into a consumable format. Similarly, sign of Scorpio shows stagnancy, and then there is a period of transformation after a long period of being stagnant and in status quo. So that is the true essence of this sign. Now when we talk about other water sign like Cancer, it is also about emotion, because any water element is known to store emotions as well. So even the watery signs are somewhere connected by the storage of emotions. But when we say about Cancer, in Cancer we learnt about the emotion of mother and child, the emotion of caring, the giving of care, and also the receiving of it. Now, what is the emotional difference in the sign of Scorpio, which we learn? See, each and every sign teaches us something about life. Scorpio teaches us about the emotion of being independent. It first gives you a lot of attachment, and then it drags you out of that attachment and it tries to make you independent. Like for an example, if Saturn, or let's say a 10th lord, either of them is in the sign of Scorpio, then that particular person have to make their career by their own self without the help of anybody around them. Whether it's financial or emotional support, they will not receive it. To build a career, they have to be independent, and they have to learn this lesson in a very transformative way. Similarly, when we see moon or sun placed in the sign of Scorpio, we see that the parental figures, the mother or the father, is essentially missing in the life of that person. If you ever see a chart which have moon and Scorpio, you will see a very difficult relationship with the mother of that native, or either the mother is totally missing in the life of that person, or the relationship has gone down to the extent of jealousy, when the parent cannot afford to see their child mixing up with others. They have a very controlling attitude towards them. If you happen to see moon or sun in the sign of Scorpio, either they are completely missing or they are very controlling, and they have a trait of jealousy as well, because Scorpio also shows the nature of being very competitive. Now, Scorpio is also about breaking free. That's why it is also associated with the Kundalini, because we want to break free from the norms of this materialistic world and rise above. In our body, Scorpio also shows the excretory organs and as well the reproductory ones. That is the theme of this sign: excretion, recycling, reusing, and rebuilding. But then we should understand, whenever we have to recycle, we have to demolish first. Whenever we have to reuse something, we have to make it archaic in a format. Then only we can reuse it or reformat it. Now, when a planet is placed in Scorpio, it shows where should the process of recycling start in your life? If you have a planet in this sign, make sure that there should not be a stagnant area in your life. Suppose your 10th Lord sits in this sign. You have to constantly upgrade your skills to have a robust and strong, stable career. Scorpio can also be associated with healers. So they generally choose upon an occupation which is associated with healing, which is associated with emotional content of humankind. Like many street photographers are associated with Scorpio. Many good astrologers, you can see a planet in their chart sitting in Scorpio. Many sadhakas also have this trait, a prominent planet sitting in Scorpio. Why? Because Scorpio has the power of segregating. It can make the murky and the dirty into a crystal clear one. Scorpio also shows sexual imbalance. This also can be seen in a chart if Scorpio is severely afflicted by multiple parameters. Now, if we talk about planets sitting in this sign, so let's start with Sun. Sun here shows tussle of power. These people have a very tough childhood, or you can say they have a very deep set of memories which make or break them in the coming formative years. If you have Sun in Scorpio, you should often revisit your childhood and you should try to understand that the person you are today is because of a reason. All right. It also tends to give a aloof father or a missing father altogether. So the father figure, the energy of a guiding force is distorted if you have a Sun in Scorpio. So whenever a person have this combination, they should do not take advice very, in a very frugal way from anywhere or anybody. They should think a lot before acting upon on somebody's advice, because it can be distorted for you. These people who have Sun in Scorpio can also be good astrologers as well, and you will see them interested in allied sciences. This complete sign of Scorpio, whichever planet is placed in it, always shows that the native will have an inclination towards the allied sciences. All right. Moon is debilitated here in spite of being a watery sign. So there have to be some other story as well. We cannot just mix and match these things, that if it is a watery sign and a watery planet is placed in it, the planet would behave good, because Moon in Scorpio is an example for that this is not a correct dictum. Just a matching element does not signify that the planet will be very comfortable in this sign. All right. Here it shows people are a lot more interested in themselves. They will take up very heavy tasks, tasks which are generally not very jovial or uplifting. If a person have Moon in Scorpio, they will have hobbies which are very cumbersome, which generally people do not like as hobbies. So this is a trait. Mercury in Scorpio person will be fond of reading minds. They can be a good psychologist, and they are very good in finances as well if Mercury is in Scorpio. Saving money, saving taxes, good in all these fields, because they know the innermost tricks of the trait. Mercury behaves well in this sign of Scorpio as well. You can say Mercury is one of the planet which is often seen good if it is situated in 8th house as well. All right. Now Venus here makes a person flirtatious, promiscuous, so they have to guard their passion. Similarly is the thing for Mars in Scorpio. The Mars in Scorpio have a very beautiful trait that if it is honed in a good direction, Mars in Scorpio, it can again make a person who's very sensitive, and it can also develop the healing capacity in that person. But they should control their passion, and Mars in a Scorpio person will have loyalty issues. I'm sorry to say, but these people who have Mars in Scorpio are generally not very trustworthy. So they should work upon it. They should stick to people, they should stick to relations in order to not to destroy the energy of Mars. Otherwise, you will start having the repercussions and bad ill effect of this planet. Though it is situated in its own sign, still, you have to stay loyal and stick to relations. Now, Jupiter in Scorpio makes a billionaire. That is a sad thing. It gives huge amount of money, high paying jobs, high status jobs, top of the clan, Jupiter in Scorpio. Saturn here is also a fine position. But how? Saturn here in Scorpio obviously gives a lot of tough time to the native. But along with the tough time, these natives have the capacity and the energy and the willpower to fight it back to the T. So they will have obstacle, hurdles in their life, but they will also have the capacity and energy to fight it back, to give it back. Now, Scorpio Saturn makes a person afraid of being obsolete. They are too afraid of being aged and being irrelevant in their occupation as well. So they constantly try and revive their skills. If you have Saturn and Scorpio, these people are also very scared of aging. They cannot age gracefully sometimes. So they have to learn this trait that aging, being obsolete is, a segment of life. You cannot overshadow it. You have to understand and flow with it. So that is all. For Rahu and Ketu, take accordingly. For Rahu, according to Saturn, and for Ketu, according to Mars. That is all for today. See you in another video. Jai Shri Ram.